What's up, guys? It's been 10 months since my last upload, but we're back now, and we're gonna start this with a Kaguya showcase, so let's get right to that. Alright, we're back, and we're in the game. So let's go ahead and let's turn on these. Not that one. Apologies. So we're gonna show the Marksman Kaguya. So this is the first move. Looks extremely good. And let's take a look at our passives real quick. So we got Master of Dimensions. When this unit activates a new dimension, increases damage by 20% and range by 10%. This buff resets when the same domain repeats in cycle. So what it means by that is if we go here, and you notice how on these dimensions, how it says first, second, and third. So if you do it in order, so fire, ice, sand, then she will gain that buff. And for God of... Okay, so next passive is God of Shinobi. If any ally in range has a meter, this unit's attacks restore that meter by 2% per attack. This does not apply to the swap gauge. On attack, teleports to the nearest applicable location of the attack. This is disabled when a dimension is active. When a dimension is activated, attack the first enemy and move to them regardless of their spot on the map. Next passive, Elemental Affinity. This unit is counted as each element currently on the team. So basically, if you put, let's say, Vanguard Sanjin Wu, she will get the unknown right here as well. If when this unit swaps to a dimension and it matches an element already applied to this unit, the unit gains 50% damage for the duration of the domain. So if we put fire, she'll gain more damage since we have Hibana on our team and she's a fire unit. Okay, now let's upgrade into the next move. Spike Hail. Let's look at that again. Alright, let's keep going. Beast Explosion. I don't know much about Kaguya, so I don't really know like what these are based off of. But if you guys know, feel free to let me know in the comments, cause think about giving Naruto a watch. Elemental Bomb. It just seems like an improved version of the old one, the previous move. And in total, she does 53k. And this is her fire domain. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. So what this does basically is, see, she does more damage since I have a fire. So she gains the fire element, and when you activate the domain, it burns every enemy on the map for 35% of this unit's damage for 8 seconds. And fire element allies deal 30% more damage in this dimension. And if the previous dimension was ice dimension, it slows all enemies on the map by 50% for 4 seconds. And if the previous was sand, then it increases the stuns by the next dimension of 100%. And ice does the same as this, but for water element. And on start, it freezes all the enemies. And water element does 30% more. And if the previous dimension was fire, apply Frostburn to all enemies on startup for 50% of this unit's damage for 10 seconds. If the previous dimension was sand, increase the buff of the next dimension by 50. And if we're gonna go to sand, it's she gains blast, and on start repulses all enemies, and blast units deal 30% more damage. If the previous dimension was ice, buff all allies in the map for 30% damage during the duration of this dimension. If the previous dimension was the fire, deal damage to all enemies on the map equal to 50% of this unit's damage. This is what the ice domain looks like. Probably my favorite. It's extremely basic, but I really like it. It just it just goes along with her little aesthetic. And now we're gonna show you the sand dimension once this cooldown ends. And this is the sand dimension. This is actually the first time I've seen these myself, because I usually play with effects off, so I never really see this. And then finally, to end off the showcase, we'll show you her nuke, which deals 1,000% to every enemy. It's map wide. Let's show you that now. And that pretty much just, if you have like Monarch, she'll be doing like about 500k. And you can pretty much kill everything you want with that. Well, that's it for the first video. I'm sorry that it's choppy and whatever. Just, it's been a while since I've recorded. And thanks guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.